Quick note, this is an AI-assisted recap made for learning, not the original video, and not an official translation. On Sega on AI, host Sega Cheng asks Google Taiwan's managing director Tina Lin the honest question, is AI just keeping us busy, or is it about to replace us? Her answer runs through 4 fronts: how work changes, how search is being redefined, the new world of agent commerce, and why brand still matters. Tina sees AI landing differently by industry. Game studios folded into everything, from concept to user experience to media optimization, because their work is so visual. Other fields, like finance, weave it in only partway. Inside Google, sales teams lean on it for call records, meeting notes, and action items that close out faster. Marketing treats AI as a co-creation partner. One idea can become 2 or 3 finished versions, instead of briefing a separate creative team and waiting. One habit stuck with her. A manager's day is full of reviews and pitches, and every pitch follows the same questions. What's the impact? Who's the audience? What's the cost benefit? So she builds a gem, a reusable Gemini helper, as an AI coach. You rehearse the pitch with it first, sharpening the thinking before a single human meeting. By the time you meet, the messy part is done, so a review that used to eat an hour is settled in about 10 minutes. In a corporate governance course, Tina ran a board simulation with an AI director in the room, because a board decision is far more tangled than reviewing one proposal. The AI summarizes each 15-minute stretch, turns every director's concern into shared context, and separates real ideas from emotional venting, sometimes better than people do. It can't make the call yet, but for Taiwan's wave of family business succession, an AI that helps a mixed-generation board communicate is a very real upgrade. Since generative AI arrived in 2022, people kept declaring search dead. Tina's reframe: search was never just a keyword box, it's any act driven by human curiosity. It now spans voice, text, image, and video. Point Google Lens at a plant your kid asks about, and that's search too, just in a different mode. And search plus AI can be 1 + 1 greater than 2. Counterintuitively, Google's usage and revenue hit record highs in the first half of 2026. Google keeps spotlighting agentic commerce. Tina names the shift bluntly: after B2B and B2C, we now face a B2A era, business to agents. It has 2 sides. On B2C, agent features bind to your existing Google account. On B2B, sellers expose structured product data through APIs so agents can match buyers to goods. For routine, low-thought purchases like water or tissues, you set the conditions and let an agent finish the job, freeing people from the repetitive stuff. With AI a new gateway to information, SEO gains a sibling, GEO, generative engine optimization. It isn't either-or, users still find you by search, by AI, and by video. Cloudflare's CEO notespots are now most web traffic, overtaking humans, so you build sites for machines too. That is a genuine paradigm shift for every brand. iCala's tool Chroma tracks your brand's AI share of voice. When AI chats about shoes or cosmetics, does it mention and recommend you at all? Once every brand nails the structured basics, the specs all look the same. What breaks the tie is trust, authenticity, and the emotional value a brand can offer. Taiwan, Tina says, is world-class at building to spec but low-key by habit. The nail that sticks up gets hammered, so we undertell our own story. In the B2A era you tell stories to machines too, and Western-trained models are fluent in narrative, so touching a human soul, not just listing features, is the edge. Brand, Tina argues, has to be cultivated, not measured by the ROI of every ad. Do only bottom funnel, conversion-chasing ads, and you just keep fishing the same fixed pond. To create new demand you need long-term brand investment that communicates your value and story to the audience above the funnel. Sega adds a warning: Taiwan's obsession with cost performance can become the poor exploiting the poor, capping wages across high-value service industries. Jensen Huang frets when staff burn too few tokens, but Google doesn't count tokens. It tracks whether each function actually adopts the tools that lift its productivity. Tina calls herself not a born winner but a survivor who kept up with each pivot, from web to mobile to AI, and wants to leave Taiwan talent programs and AI for good and health. Her advice for non-technical people: AI lowers the barrier, so the real question is a soul-searching one: what do you actually want to do? Only you can answer that.